Hello everyone, Juicebags here. I'm back playing a little Defense Grid, The Awakening from the Containment DLC. Now, one of the things I mentioned in my grinder run-through of Abandon is that they have a super grinder option. And of course with the super grinder, it's all kinds of aliens, not just walkers. So I'm going to give that a shot here. I'm going to start off essentially the same way with some cannons. I'm going to use a lot of the same strategy I used on grinder mode, but I'm going to have to extend that out just a little bit. So let's go with cannons. We'll start off with those three there. That should be enough to get me going.
Together. Take those things out.
Go ahead and add a fourth cannon here. And I'm going to put a temporal right there. Now before I build out my initial killing zone here, I need to block this side. This time I'm going to do that with some meteors. I think I may have used meteors last time too, I'm not positive. And one more meteor there. And now we can start to create our primary killing zone. I'm going to have two separate killing zones on this one. And hopefully I don't have any wall hoppers like I did that last run.
You've got them zeroed in now.
Looking good so far. Wave 11. Let's go with a couple more concussions there. I want to kind of watch this as it's coming out and see see if we have anybody jumping the walls there. You know what? That's kind of a wasted square, so let me go ahead and throw another concussion right there. Alright, nobody jumping line quite yet. Let's go ahead and get a command tower up here to start collecting up some resources a little bit quicker. I want to get that fully upgraded, of course, that way it's covering the largest area possible. And then let's throw a couple more concussions in the mix. Alright, now for a secondary killing area, I want to start off with two Infernos there. Oh, there was a line jumper right there. Hopefully we don't get too much more of that. Here's a big pack. Let's see what happens to these guys. Yep, there was one started to move across there as well. Get some upgrades in the mix. Alright, so we're definitely going to have to extend this out pretty quickly. They're making the loop with no problems. Let's get it all the way out like that.
take this sorry lot?
I'm not positive, but I think it may have something to do with that temporal there. If I need to swap that out for another to keep them for line hopping, I will. Yep, that guy jumped right on through too. Alright, so let's go ahead and build out our secondary area. And basically I am going to have them go through a wall of concussions, right through the middle of them. Now it's the part that's not quite as effective is that I can't really have them pass by twice. Now let's go, where do we want to go here? Let's go 3 cannons right here. Another temporal and another command. I wanted to get this second area fully buffed out to deal with all those line hoppers there. Alright, wave 31 now. Let's go ahead and buff up some of these concussions. Let's go ahead and go all the way down the line here. Now I think this setup right here will get me through the entire match. I just need to do some tower upgrades, of course. Yeah, it's the strangest thing. I hope none of the bigger shielded guys end up doing that. That would be awful. Now these concussions are going off, so that makes me believe that they're being triggered by the guys below. And that's awesome. Let's upgrade these 2 Infernos here. And then here I want to upgrade the towers that they're spending the most amount of time on, and that would be these 3 right here as they're looping around. Might as well get a little more power on that cannon, since it's well in range of the command towers. See, both of these cannons are as well. Alright, now let's just hold off for a while, build up some interest, and see how we're holding up. Let's see, we don't have a temporal down on this end. However, this temporal, it's covering part of it, but it's not covering quite enough. Let's see, where do we want to put another one? I think right there would probably be good. Let's get that one fully upgraded as well. Wave 41 now. 58 more waves to go, so we're not even close to halfway. And it looks like it's getting things done. The concussions are still beating through those shields. It is taking, taking them a little longer, of course. And you know what? Just because I love them so much, I'm going to throw some guns in here. Fully upgraded guns are just the prettiest thing ever. Now, okay, that command tower is covering 2 of them. That one's covering the same too. So I'm just gonna buff the guns. I'm not gonna buff those meteors. Alright, now we're definitely gonna sit for a while.
Practically fly.
Yeah, we're still getting it done.
Let's mop these up.
Now I could buff that one as well. Is this one covering? No, that one doesn't cover the other lane. Have to pardon my cracky voice. Got a bit of a cold going this morning.
Let's do a little seeker cleanup.
Late
shall
night at
we?
work last night. Alright, so it's still looking good here. Up to almost 25,000, just over 25 now on resources. And I am approaching the halfway mark. See exactly what I'm going to need to upgrade here. Alright, now they're pushing through into my secondary killing zone. They didn't make the loop. In fact, I think I am going to upgrade these 4. And then maybe I'll do some more upgrades up here. Alright, so my command tower is only covering to this tower here. I want to give it a little bit of room. Let's do, see, all of those are covered, right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and get all those guys, and this may get me through the rest of the way as long as I'm able to take down some of these bigger mobs, which the cannon's getting into that one in front at least. The grinder mode is definitely a very solid warm-up to the super grinder.
The gun handled that sorry kid rather nicely.
Oh, indeed it did. Those guys are worth a nice chunk of change there. And we're looking pretty darn solid here. See, these concussions are actually doing a good bit of damage, about halfway through their shields before they even get to our main killing area. We look down the whole pack, they're all right at about half on the shield. And all hell is breaking loose over here. See, we're at wave 55 and doing really solid, nothing's pushing in.
Reinforcements.
Well, on the same note, there's still, what, 43 more waves to go now. Oh wow, these guys just got tore up. These cannons are wrecking faces here. Up to wave 58 now. I think got mixed emotions now about this killing zone. I thought that they were going to be pushing into this area before now.
Incoming racers, be quick about it.
I'm just going to sit here and build up some resources for a couple of moments. So I'm going to go ahead and jump forward just a couple of waves here. Alright, so we're back at wave 65. Same up to about 225,000 resources. Now some of the larger mobs are starting to push all the way through to here. So I'm going to go ahead and slap some upgrades on these cannons. They of course are inside of my command tower range there. It's going to be debatable whether or not I can make it through with just this setup all the way to wave 99. See, making short work of these shields.
We can succeed here if we maintain focus.
Yeah, looking good right at the moment. Here's quite the line. And I am debating on putting something right here too as kind of a last resort. I'm not sure what I would do though. If maybe cannons. See, are they inside of the command tower range? That first square is. I guess I could go with another command tower and then that would cover those meteors as well. Wonder if it's worth it. It would be nice to get those meteors upgraded. Right now I don't want them killing anything. Let's see. If I win a command there, it's debatable fully upgrade if it's going to get both of them. I think there it would though. Let's go with a command tower right there. Let's get that fully upgraded to make sure it's covering those meteors. And it is. So I'm going to go ahead and juice these meteors up. Get those guys red. And then now that leaves me, you know what, maybe I'll go with 2 more meteors. I'm at 500,000 resources now, so if this holds up, I think I'll definitely be in the top 1,000. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and get these guys turned red.
Well, he certainly took the wrong path.
And then just for good measure, now I think this could definitely be potentially some potential overkill now. But then again, I'm not, I don't know what is coming. So we could have some pretty nasty waves coming up. Oh yeah, those meteors are just wrecking house now. As good as I'm doing on resources now, 750,000, I'm debating on even putting 2 more. That's way inside of the command tower range. I like the meteors, they're just so badass. Now those shields are just getting eaten through at the bottom. These the bulwarks are, once their shields are gone, they burn down so fast.
Then before those seekers can report in.
Wow, over 1,000,000 resources now. I think this could potentially be my highest scoring run that I've ever made. Of course, I've never really dabbled much with the juggling, and that's where the real scoring comes in. $1.3 million now, with 22 more waves to go. These guys are pushing hard. Decoys. Oh yeah, they're gonna make it in, aren't they? Having those guns there is nice because it gives me a last resort also. A lot of times it's only one, maybe two mobs, so the guns with their single tower or single target damage there can really help out. The darn line jumpers. It's the only thing pushing through out of this wave. I think everything else is going to be beaten down. Wave 79 of 99 now. 20 more waves to go. And I'm rapidly approaching the 2 million mark in resources.
There's no stun setting on cannon fire.
No stun setting on cannon fire, that's right. Oh, what did I do there? I accidentally put a tower down. That ruined me. Please burn them down. Let's see. Yeah, little errors like that can be very costly if you're not careful. See, all our cores made it back okay. 81 of 99 now. And the setup is holding strong as long as I can do no more stupid stuff like dropping the tower there. What I wanted to do was put it there, because that gives me another. That's another tower that they have to pass twice essentially. You know, there as well. Now I'm certain it's just overkill now. I'm getting a little carried away here. I just want to make sure I'm able to survive those 90 waves. Yeah, I think I got way carried away on these towers here. Didn't have to use my laser at all the whole match. At this point, I just want to save it for the end now. Although it does recharge pretty quick, so it would probably be up if I used it right now. But I like to see the strength and see if I'm able to hold up here.
Focus now. Keep your mind clear.
Well, that pack pushed to the end here. These guys are getting wrecked. Yeah, doing good. We're at 500 million in change, or 5 million in change, excuse me, on the resources. So I think, I don't know, I'm thinking 10 million is probably fairly realistic as far as what I might be able to hit if I don't have to slap anything else down here.
These guys don't mess about. Steady now.
I've got some crashers coming. They gave me a bit of a problem the last time they were out. But hopefully the cannons do nicely on them. It takes a lot of shots, but it does do some damage to them. Wave 90 now. Got some shields coming here.
Tiptoeing didn't help you much, I'm afraid.
Looks like I might even get those crashers down before they push all the way through this time. Having these additional concussions here too, I believe, are hitting them down below, so... Uh-oh. Quite the packs. Hopefully they can't make the turn here. Yeah, still holding up solid. Wave 91.
Let's mop these
That
up.
last crasher made it in pretty far. Wow, I'm at 10 million, 11 million resources now, and they're just going up really fast. So I'm not even sure what my potential is here. Now, of course, being Super Grinder, there's a lot of higher scores in the mix. So I'm still hoping to make the. Well, I'd love to get into the top 500. I want to at least get into the top 1,000. Wave 93 now. Super Grinder definitely adds a little bit more of a challenge than the regular Grinder mode does. The Grinder mode is a, as I mentioned, an awesome warm-up for this one. But having the shields and everything in the mix, and not just walkers, and then the you know, the larger crashers, definitely makes it a little bit more of a challenge on Super Grinder mode.
Sorry, the way is closed for road destruction.
We're looking pretty solid. Wave 95 of 99.
Too much, I'm afraid.
16 million resources now. Now the interest is really, really packing on now. Looking good. Held up through that push. These guys have no chance. Yeah, a couple of them made it through to my secondary tower setup. See, wave 96 or 97 of 99 now. The rhinos. The rhinos are they're tough, but I don't think they're going to make it in. Let's see. Nope, the rhinos are getting wrecked. See, most of them are at half health before they even make the turn here, and they got to complete the loop. It's looking very solid there. A couple of them made it to the end, but couldn't get back out onto the walkway there. And we've got some more crashers coming. The meteors are just pounding the crap out of that one in front there.
That one is shielding the others.
And these packs, oh yeah, they're getting chewed up. Their shields are completely gone down below. That's awesome. Even the ones in the back of the pack are still below half on their shields. So I'm not overly concerned about those guys making it through. And this is wave 99. 40 million. 40 million resources now.
The way is closed for road destruction.
There's no way they're going to be able to grab cores and make it back through the loop. The Crasher at the end of the line has got a little health, but he's getting bashed down quick enough.
This victory is ours, and ours alone.
And there we go. 44 million resources. See what that did for me for a score. Was a bit overkill, I think, with those meteors.
Kiss their sisters. Well done.
So 44 million points. See where that put me here. Rank 472. There we go. Made that top 500. So thanks again for watching. Click that like button and please subscribe. Love me some tower defense, so there will be more defense grade coming. I think I might try Volition on Super Grinder next. Thanks again.